Hello, folks. This is Heronatus H. Will Williams, co-founder of Delinquent Studios, here near my workspace again. I'm doing an ad for brain wellness and overall mental well-being and overall, personal well-being. So basically, this assignment was about brain teasers. Well, this quest that I'm doing this ad on was about brain teasers. Now, my ad, as we're going to do on camera, is going to speak about. Ironically, I'm going to use a word, a very big word, neuroplasticity. Now, some people may think that it kind of connects to plastic, kind of sounds like plastics in the word, but it all really connects to elastic, meaning your mind's ability to expand and grow as your mind grows and gets older and involves and takes on more information. Let me give you an example. When you're in school, from first step, kindergarten, all the way up to your senior year in high school, you're bombarded with new information, with different aspects of information from different walks of life, from different people, from different walks of life. And your brain is being constantly trained and sparked and inspired. And it's basically like someone who's constantly working out. Your mind is growing strong if you're taking in the information the way you need to, and everything is moving. And the synapses, that's another thing that you can check in on. The synapses in your brain is definitely clicking, and you're taking in that information. It makes your mind strengthened as you graduate and you end your public school career. You may focus on college, which continues to strengthen, keep that brain strong and in shape and evolving and moving and being able to stay elastic and expand as more information comes in. Some people may actually go into the working world. They may choose to focus on other specialized things, family, relationships, more of a concentrated career, and their synapses slows down a bit. And they're not taking in as much information, learning as many things. And even when you have kids and you're teaching them the things that you were once taught when you were coming up in school, the brain is not expanding and it's not sparking the way it used to, because you're not taking in new information, you're not learning new things. So this is why we're recommending brain teasers, to help keep your brain strengthened, to help keep your brain curious and discovering and moving forward and continuing to learn something every day. Now, as part of the quest, I did do one of the brain teasers that was recommended in the link as a bonus, but I have my own brain teasers that I like to do for myself. Now, one of the main things that I've shown before in a tutorial is No Limit Texas Hold'em. That's one thing that I consider a brain teaser, because it not only have the ability to have to keep up with what hand you're working on, how better it is than maybe someone else's. Do the other opponents that you have on the table, do they have a better hand? Things of this nature. So it's really working that brain, causing you to think more on your feet. It's causing you to keep a better memory, to lock in on information more, because you have to be able to stay mentally strong, stay mentally aware of what cards are on the table, what people may have and what they might not have, and be strong enough in mind that if you're going to bluff, that you can stay strong enough the way you don't show any sign of mental weakness to where a person believes that you're bluffing. So very great game for keeping your mind strong, keeping you thinking more, keeping those juices flowing, keeping the wheels turning, I guess you could say. But also, another great app, that I actually have on the phone. You might see it here. It's called Word Trip. And as I press it, is actually on my phone. Give it a second here. We go Word Trip here. Now, it's been a while, so I would have to log back in as I did before and continue the progress that I've already made. This one takes you to different countries, and you learn certain words and things like that. You move on to a new country, you get, you get certain coins and, the things to actually, buy a letter, things like that. It's pretty fun. It also shows you It also shows you there's a certain little icon that you press in the corner that lets you know what certain words mean, just in case. You may have come across a word. You may have come across a word by a process of elimination, but don't quite know what that word actually is defined as. So just to give you an example, but it's always great, folks, to learn something new every day, to have your brain challenged and processed all the time. Constant, if you can, if I may make some suggestions, also reading. Also, checking into one throwback way of challenging your brain. A lot of people will watch quiz shows. They will watch quiz shows like Jeopardy. They will watch, quiz shows like, sort of game shows like Wheel of Fortune. Games that challenged you, even now, still a long-standing one that people still use to challenge their brains is Family Feud. Being able to dial into somebody else's thought process and see what they may think, what they may more popular at a certain answer or a certain point of view. It's just a lot of different ways to suggest, but I will always say, strengthen your brain. The way you might go out and work out, the way you might drink water and process, organic food through your body to keep your body in a state of well-being. Your brain being constantly challenged, being constantly calm, cleared through meditation is another way of keeping that brain healthy and strong, and keeping an overall connected well-being through mind, body, and spirit. So definitely think about that, folks. Definitely think about what ways can I challenge my brain? Can I keep my brain muscle in shape? It's not always about doing a great multitude of things to keep it overall flexed up and jacked up. Sometimes it's about keeping a nice little rhythm, a nice little tone to it, to where, hey, we're not overdoing it, but we're definitely keeping it strong, keeping it functional to where we can move along in life, and that'll keep us in overall greater, health and greater well-being, as we move further along in our lives, in our ages. So just think about that, folks. Again, Aeronautics H. Will Williams from Delinquent Studios saying, learn something new every day, train your brain. Have a great one.